we are MOKKA Reacts. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Mesel.
And today we will be reacting to the season finale of House of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 finale.
We've been waiting.
Yeah, I'm sad it was only 8 episodes, but
they've been long episodes.
That's true. They have been long episodes.
Yeah.
I still always want more.
They're all like mini movies.
Yeah, but I still always want more. All the time. Okay, so there's just a couple things I wanted to go over before we jump into this one. First of all, I think we kind of like missed maybe the point a little bit of the conversation between Jace and Rhaenyra.
Okay.
So we talked about this. We were on a road trip. We talked about it in the car. But yeah, we kind of missed that he is upset because if there are bastards claiming dragons, especially ones with silver hair, what does that leave for him?
He's worried about his birthright.
His inheritance.
Yeah, because he's already a bastard.
Yeah.
So there's a huge risk.
Not publicly, but I mean,
he doesn't
fairly
have
obvious.
Yeah, he doesn't have the hair. So the only thing, like you were saying, that distinguishes him from other bastards is that he has a dragon.
Yeah. I mean, and the fact that he was like physically birthed from Rhaenyra, but I guess people can't necessarily see that. Yeah, but I think it's kind of interesting though, like if you think about all of the vision quests that Daemon is going through, and you know, Viserys is like, you don't want the throne, like you always wanted it, that's why I didn't give it to you, like that kind of thing. And like Jace seems to really want it. So that's kind of an interesting juxtaposition for me.
He's got that fire in the belly.
Yeah,
and so the crown.
He's seeking it, and so maybe he shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know. And also, like, if she didn't go forward with the red sewing, although I don't know if that was, like, the best method she could have gone forward with, but in any case, she ended up with 2 more dragons. But if she hadn't done that, like, there wouldn't necessarily have been anything for him to inherit.
That's true.
Like, if she doesn't win, then he is not the heir.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I mean, at that point, before they had any of those extra dragons, like, there was like a beggars being choosers situation.
Like they had very, very little chance of winning the throne. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting dilemma. And also just the fact that, you know, the Targaryens in general see themselves as this like better race in general.
Well,
better than all of even the other lords of the 7 kingdoms.
Well, some of like the fan theories and stuff are questioning, okay, well, how does the dragon riding actually work?
Yeah.
Like, is it purely genetics based? Is it a bonding thing? Like, for example, with Adam, right? There was like some questionability whether or not he actually has any Targaryen in him. Or
but maybe he's similar enough to Laenor. And so Steam Smoke was like, hey, you look kind of like Laenor.
So my point being though that like maybe the whole like Targaryens only being dragon riders thing was almost like a mythology that just became
well, they talked about that in a previous episode. Jace was the one that actually brought that up, that it was potentially just Targaryen propaganda. But that was when he was only interested in other lords attempting to claim dragons. But it's one of those situations where you have to be able to see that there can be further outcomes. You know, you can't just stop at, well, just only the lords could possibly try. Whereas the bastards actually have, I mean, if it is a blood genetics thing, the bastards have a higher percentage of Targaryen blood. So it's actually more likely that they would be able to claim a dragon, I think, if that's the reason. So,
Then there's also the secondary issue of why is Mysaria suggesting that? Is it purely because that's the most likely strategy of getting a dragon rider, or is she also shifting the power to the people.
I think
and away from the lords.
I think it can be both things at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it can be both. And I think it probably is both.
Yeah.
Because she's been very forthcoming, I think, about wanting to support the small folk.
Yeah.
So
but we don't know how aggressively she's going to pursue that.
True.
She could be a huge play in this later, right? And maybe even potentially
I mean, she's a huge play in this right now.
Yeah.
But because Rhaenyra, like last episode we saw, she just didn't even bother going to her council.
Yeah.
She just went right to Mysteria.
Yeah, her new girlfriend.
True story.
Yeah, she's hot to go.
Oh, goodness. We were listening to a lot of Chapel Roan this weekend.
We were.
Also, just a couple other like small moments last episode that I want to touch on. Oscar Tully, what a boss. What a boss. Yeah. He gave me super like Lyanna Mormont vibes.
Lyanna Mormont.
Just like this younger character.
I thought Blackfish, just like a lot of attitude.
Yeah, but just like just the fact that he's younger and then just owning the adults around him.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little kid.
And I think that actor did such a fantastic job too. And I looked him up. He's only 18. Wow. So he's going to do amazing things. I'm going to be watching out for him for sure.
Do you know how old he's supposed to be in the books?
I don't.
Usually if they're 18 and the books are probably actually 14 or something.
Yeah. If you know how old Oscar Tully is meant to be, please write a comment down below. Yeah. The other thing that I was thinking about, just the last thing, is Larys. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I feel like maybe he is purposefully being a really bad Master of Whispers.
Okay.
Because he like got that information from Ironrod about Sea Smoke having a rider and was like, maybe we shouldn't pass that on. And then the other thing is like there has been so much like people going in and out of King's Landing, and I thought it was supposed to be locked down. And you're telling me he doesn't know anything about that? Mm-hmm. He doesn't know anything about Alinda going around whispering things.
Collecting all the seeds.
And collecting all the dragon seeds. It just seems to me that there's like a lot of stuff going on that he should know about, at least a little bit.
Right.
And he hasn't warned the Greens about any of it. And at first I was like, well, maybe it's just to undermine Aemond to get Aegon back in power. But really there was some stuff going on even before that.
But he wasn't he wasn't officially the Master of Whisperers at that point, though.
No, he wasn't, but he was kind of unofficially. And he still could have
Alicent.
But he still could have used that information to his advantage.
Right.
To like promote himself even faster.
Now, I just want to say this is a very big jump from your initial theory about him, which was that he had magic powers.
No. I still think that's true.
Okay.
So I still think that's true. And this is why I also think that it's even more likely that he is being a sneaky guy, but like not actually helping them.
Right.
He's like, it's like he actually knows these things, but he knows what not to tell them in order to break down the Green side.
Well,
and one more thing.
Go.
Okay. So, and the reason that I like thought, okay, maybe he has these like magic powers thing, and I'm not the only one that thinks this. There's other people out there that have this theory, because he grew up at Harrenhal. Who else is at Harrenhal?
The other Strongs, Daemon.
And Alice Rivers.
Oh, Alice Rivers.
Alice Rivers, who has been helping Daemon.
Right.
So maybe he's like a lot like communicating with her, and they're actually both helping the Blacks. Because he knows her.
Yeah, okay.
So, and it's interesting that like she is still there too after he burned his family. She was there prior, like it sounds like she was there at his birth.
Like she's kind of above it all. Like she's like floating above the whole thing. Like she's like not really like she wasn't part of the massacre. She wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like she's like,
or maybe she was and she knew about it and she just conveniently wasn't at Harrenhal that day.
Yeah.
Because she was there like prior to the fire, and she's still there now. So like you can only assume that she's been there kind of the whole time. It seems like she's their like unofficial maester. So why didn't she perish in the fire?
Well, it's like, I'm getting like vibes from like Melisandre, where it's just like,
I feel like
she's directly involved in things, but she tends to float above these situations and kind of exist through.
Well, she's already made some like predictions of like about Daemon dying at Harrenhal, if you remember from the beginning of the season. So, it seems like she must be older than she looks too, because if she was there at Larys's birth, like right now they kind of look like they could be the same age. So that doesn't really track if she's aging normally.
And another weird comparison to Melisandre too is she helped a lord assassinate somebody else, technically, right?
Another lord, his brother.
It wasn't like a blood clot, as Ashley Lindsay would call it, but like a demon baby. But it was in her own way.
Oh yeah, she was very instrumental in that assassination. And Alice Rivers also was very fundamental in the death of Grover Tully. As we found out. So, I'm gonna like watch out for her and like maybe some communication between the two of them. I feel like there's something going on.
And Larys gives me like, you know how you're talking about like withholding information? Like, that's kind of like Peter Baelish was like operating like that. During Game of Thrones, right? He had his own like whisper network, but definitely withheld a lot for his own game.
Like at first I thought that maybe Larys was like more of a Varys type, and also they even have like kind of similar names. But he's definitely more Littlefinger-esque, I would say. And, you know, like Littlefinger was like a small, weak boy, and Larys had a club foot and was never as strong as his other brothers.
Do people still get club feet?
I don't know.
Let us know in the comments.
Probably.
Show us some pictures if you got some.
No!
Just a flood of
please do not send us pictures of your feet. We don't want that. Okay, so we also had a poll last week, and we asked if you found out that you had some Targaryen in your bloodline, would you apply for the Dragon Lord or Dragon Seed trials? Would you risk it for the biscuit? So there was 4 answers. 33% of people said, heck yes, bring on the dragons. The reward is worth the risk.
Damn.
13% said, sure, but not during active war. I'll wait and see if there's any left. 40% said, no, but I would take my chances with a dragon egg. And 13% said, absolutely not. I'm happy to continue living among the small folk. So, pretty like, kind of like divided. I think there was a couple comments too we're going to read out.
Absolutely. Okay, Suzanne Hawkins said, I'd leave it to the younger ones, lol.
Yeah, that's fair. If you're like a little bit older, although maybe if you're a little bit older then like you've like lived a life, so maybe you can risk it. I don't know. There's kind of 2 sides to that.
And Hobo Deluxe, probably depends on what my life is like before being a dragon rider. If I had a good life, then no, I wouldn't risk it. If I were poor and had a crap job, I might take the chance. I mean, even if you get to be one, there's no guarantee you'll be a successful one.
That's very true.
Yeah. That's fair. You could just die within days of becoming a dragon rider.
Yeah, I mean, even Ulf, like, that was... I mean, not super close call, but if Vhagar had been parked a little bit closer to King's Landing, could have been a closer call.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to get into the episode?
Let's do it.
Okay. before we jump into the episode, just a quick reminder to please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Hit that bell to get notified of when new videos are posted, and please like the video. It really helps us out with that YouTube algorithm, as well as leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear what you have to say about this season finale. And as well, there are links in the description down below for our merch, as well as our Patreon. On Patreon, you'll get access to the uncut version of this video, as well as all of our other videos and early access to our Game of Thrones videos, which will continue after we're done with Hot D. So, with that,
let's do it.
Let's do it. Season 2, Episode 8, we don't know the title. Cheers! Season finale!
It's so drippy.
Condensation. Think they're gonna join back up yet?
These two?
Yeah.
Damon and Rhaenyra. I think so. I mean, he seems to be turning a new leaf. He was a bit more diplomatic. The last few visions were okay, right?
Yeah. Or he seemed to like pass the test.
Yeah, that's the best you're gonna get out of him.
Okay, Bela's getting a dragon this episode, right?
She's chasing Sheep Stealer? That's what we're thinking?
Well, that's what our guess is.
Yeah.
I feel like Bela's either gonna get that dragon or she's gonna die trying.
Yeah.
I want to see the dragons, but I don't want to see them fighting
You're scared
ever
now.
again.
She's been traumatized.
I should have got Kleenexes, maybe.
Let's see if your tapestry's changed at all.
I don't know. I wonder if this one will stay the same next season.
I don't know. They might not even, oh, you mean like totally different, even potentially?
Yeah.
Like not even the tapestry?
Yeah.
I hope they change it. Now I'm just used to them having a new one every time.
I mean, it's only been 2 seasons, so.
Yeah, well. Creature of habit.
Yeah. But I could see them just continuing to add to this tapestry also, though. I wish I had the patience for embroidery. I super don't.
Nah, better just to watch a CGI version.
Yeah.
You could probably do the editing of that. Take some work, but
I'm not there. Maybe one day. Oh! What is this? That's new.
Was that Meili's? And
no, that was a gold dragon. This is all the new dragons.
Okay.
So this is all Team Black's dragons. Ooh.
There you go. You got one new thing here. In addition.
Oh, but it's the last time. Okay. Oh, we've got some green ships here. Monkeys.
100 of your golden dragons.
Even if I wanted to. Again, you plead poverty. It is hollow stuff from the mouth of a Lannister.
Break the blockade and it will benefit you.
Oh, this is triarchy.
It seems you need us more than we need you.
The
The
stepstones.
blue hair.
Blonde hair and blue hair.
Give us the stepstones. Hardly a sacrifice to the lords of
Didn't they
Westeros.
fight over the stepstones at the very beginning?
That was last season.
In season
yeah.
1?
A fleet of warships, then. Sailing at your command, they would break the blockade and hold the passage.
Very well.
Ugh. I don't know if that's a good deal to be making.
So he's going to give them a fleet?
You can topple the Prince Regent
He's
and sit the Iron
giving
Throne
them the
yourself.
stepstones.
Oh, okay. I thought we'd give an alternative there.
Commander of our fleet must agree to go with you. His name is Lohar. The sailors are fiercely loyal to him.
Well, looks like a woman.
Admiral Lohar.
Well met, Lord Tywin.
Oh, interesting.
It's Thailand.
You're thin.
But also tall.
He's like, are we pointing the
I will not
obvious?
sail with a man who cannot best me.
Oh. They have to fight?
Best her at what, though?
At what?
Yeah.
I'm assuming a fight.
Look at this chick's creepy.
Oh man, those teeth. Oh,
What burned down castle is that?
burning. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, he didn't lose his eye.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look good.
I mean, it might not be functional.
You're a good man, oh wow.
I was just gonna say, he's like, I don't know, he's been so solid to the Team Green.
He's been very neutral, though. Like, never really giving up his, like, true allegiance.
Allegiance to whom?
Anybody.
Well, he's doing his job.
He's doing his job,
Yeah.
but I don't necessarily think that means that he's Team Green.
Mm.
We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some time.
Oh, what?
What?
The Pretender has found 3 new riders for her dragons.
That's impossible.
Your brother thought the same. He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Be that as it may, he has gone in fury to Sharp Point.
Sharp Point.
And laid waste to the whole of the town.
Fucking mad.
He's not wrong.
You were in danger before, and now he is thwarted and he is angry. There is no telling what he will do, but we have an opportunity while he is away.
An opportunity to push him out.
They need him, though.
When Rhaenyra descends on you with her 7 dragons and you,
Exactly.
without Vhagar, what then?
Still not using his brain.
Yeah, he's just not adept for leading. He's not as psychotic as Aemond, but...
Moved the greater part of Harrenhal's gold reserves to the Iron Bank in Bravos. We can live well.
In exile?
And remain until what is coming has passed.
You want to take me to Essos to live with the goat fuckers?
They could also bend the knee.
Best to live, I think.
But is that maybe that's his plan, is to hide out until Rhaenyra takes over
My dragon is
Aemond,
dead.
and then
I am burnt and disgusting.
Sunfire's not actually dead, though. I don't believe it. I don't believe an off-screen death.
My cock is destroyed. Did they tell you that?
Did you see
It
that?
burst in the flames like a sausage on a
Oh
spit.
my god.
So he can't have any more heirs either, which is problematic for him.
They will hail the returning king. His father's true heir.
That's not true.
Aegon the Victorious. Aegon the Peacemaker.
Pick a name. Thought it was the Magnanimous.
Aegon the Rebuilder.
Aegon the realm's delight.
He's so impressionable, too. Oh my god.
Ugh.
That boy's not gonna have a good end in this.
No. Get that dragon girl.
So she's obviously been traveling for a few days if she's this thirsty.
Yeah. She did not well prepare for this.
And also, who's escorting her little entourage now, too?
They sent, like, I thought Lady Jane said she sent, like, 7 knights with them or something.
Okay.
Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not.
Ulf, it's not up to you. Ulf.
He is the Prince, Ulf. Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Right here. Who'd have thought it?
He lives here.
I'll have an apology from you.
Oh, Prince!
Look at that hair.
Oh my god. This
As
is
dark as they say.
not gonna go well.
Is this guy just super drunk or,
Oh, yeah.
or irreverent?
Why not both?
You and I, cut from the same cloth.
And that's what Jace was afraid of.
He's not much use to the manners of court.
Or any manners at all, I'd say. Will you prepare to face such an enemy? Or will you stay here and make yourself easy? If you hinder our efforts through sloth or unreadiness, I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
Oof.
I think he was right to give him that lecture.
Oh, I agree. I don't know that it's necessarily gonna help. I think what you said previously is probably still true. Ulf's gonna mess something up.
Oh, for sure.
We know little of who they are, and what is the strength of their character. Adam of Hull, at least, is known to you.
More than you know.
reported to me that he is a man of integrity. I've had little to do with him.
Neither of them wants to reveal it, huh?
Vhagar has ever been our foremost threat, and she is now overmatched.
Vhagar is not his only dragon. And you forget another.
Helena.
Helena?
They're gonna force her.
And her dragon.
Dreamfire. Hatched when the Conqueror was king.
Oh, Dreamfire's big then. I don't know if it matters if Helena's a warrior. Like,
Yeah.
if Dreamfire is battle tested, then...
Especially if it's just defending like an already garrisoned castle, like you don't need a big push.
How goes the sea snake?
Better than you.
They've been fixing that ship the whole season.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I guess it's been a fairly short time span.
My ship is no longer the sea
Fair
snake.
enough.
I've given her a new name. The Queen Who Never Was.
Oh.
There is, of course, another player.
Damon.
Oh, yes.
My vassals have sent a drove of swine instead. Dragons do eat pigs, I assume.
Crafty prefers them.
Bacon.
Sir Alfred Broom has come to see you.
Interesting. You've arrived just in time to see my new army, Broom.
I mean, if he would have came any earlier.
Oh, yeah. He lucked out with that.
I will never serve the usurpers or the whelps of Old Town, but there are battles to be fought.
And in times like this... Did you hear something?
This place will have you barking at the moon.
Oh, if only you knew.
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered.
Ugh.
Rhaenyra will chart her own course, for good or ill.
But you are a leader of men. If you declare yourself, your lords will follow you.
Ugh.
Rhaenyra's intentions are good, but what we need is a king.
Frickin' patriarchy. I'm over it.
It's just getting better now. He's being tempted again.
No.
Let no vessel come or go from our harbour without our inspection.
Oh, finally.
This will hinder the work of the fishing boats. The people depend on them for sustenance.
They will need no sustenance if they are slaughtered by the enemy. We must all make our sacrifices.
So this is going to put the riots into overdrive now.
Yeah.
I was happier before I was queen.
What would you think about leaving this place?
Where would they go?
Everybody's going to meet up at Pentos.
Helena, here you are. Mother.
Oh, God. Now what?
I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
Aemond. I do not wish to fight.
Our wishes must take second place now.
I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question. They have defiled our birthright, made commoners into dragon lords. It is a sin and must be punished.
I remind you, your sister is still the queen. You wish to rule the Seven Kingdoms, but you rain ruin and death upon its small folk when you've been insulted. And now you seek to corrupt your sister. Of all our line, the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if she cannot protect herself?
And who will she be if her mind is broken?
It is no longer our rule that is threatened. Our very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
Leave Helena alone.
I must again request your assistance. I need passage. And your discretion.
Where's she going?
Do you think nothing of your oath? Steward's son from Dawn. Fucking the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh, did he just find out about that?
He must have. I figured he was smelling something of hers.
Well, that handkerchief had an A on it, but...
Stay in the High Town name for a generation. King's mother in his hand.
She is my sister.
I don't think that could be the only clue, though, to lead him to that.
She saved my life. Twice.
Well, he probably heard rumors, and then he confirmed it with...
Yeah.
Since then, she has been the beacon I follow. Do not think I have no shame in me, sir. The desire for women has brought me grief after grief. I would that it was so simple.
Your brothers in the King's Guard find a way.
Do they?
I was gonna say, it's kind of like the Night's Watch, where it's like a don't ask, don't tell type of thing.
Loophole.
I have no philosophy.
Or rather, my philosophy was this: to protect the righteous and dispense justice on the rest.
Now he feels like he can't even do that against dragons, right?
The dragons dance, and men are like dust under their feet. We march now toward our annihilation.
I wonder if he'll make it through this battle.
I don't know.
Maybe because he's ready to die, he'll survive.
I think he's an interesting enough character that they'll keep him around. I feel like sometimes when shows see that people really hate somebody, they keep them around just for the drama.
And they're just waiting. Ugh, that would be awful. I hate waiting, you know that. Oh my god.
Oh god. This guy didn't know what he got himself into. I know he's stronger than her, but if you've never fought mud, like, this would be so weird.
Is he stronger than her?
I mean, this is maybe a basic assumption. She's not a very big person, but...
He's kind of a dandy lord.
That's true.
And she seems pretty tough. Oof.
You have impressed me, Lord Timon.
She gets his name wrong every time.
You will testify to the worth of the ambassador by agreeing to his most humble request.
I will most certainly consider it.
That would be so gross.
After dinner.
Oh, now she's taking him on a date?
I guess
Have you
so.
ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
Oh, God! That took a turn.
She's messing with him for sure.
A jest, my lord. What do you take me for?
A nut job.
She has pretty nice teeth for a pirate.
If you're a good pirate, you get toothpaste.
Yeah.
It does not befit a prince to pout.
I'm not
But he does it so well.
What would you call it then?
They are an insult to us. To what makes us Targaryens. If any common lout can ride a dragon, then...
That does not make me
Get
common.
over it.
Do you believe that you are the first noble heir who was not sired by his noble father?
Jace, you're Knuff. Why don't you understand this?
I've heard the whispers the whole of my life.
Then prove to them that you are worthy. Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
Whose ratty boots are those?
Bela.
Oh, Bela's having a rough time. This makes me feel like it's gonna turn out good. It's kind of like a...
Yeah.
some sort of like crucible or trial by fire type thing here.
Maybe the dragon will save her.
Before you get some more, so grease the mast and send it up.
Why is he singing?
Well done, Lord Tyron!
Just Ty, anything will do.
What's this lady's name again?
Lohar.
Lohar. Admiral Lohar?
Yes.
What a weirdo.
You have proven yourself most accommodating. And more accomplished than one would think, to look at you.
Who's the prison guard in the moon shoot again? The Eerie?
Oh. I can't remember off the top of my head. Mord.
Mord. She's like Mord.
No, she's not.
In some ways.
I think she's much, much more intelligent.
She's more intelligent for sure. But same level of
and let the sea
the type of entertainment.
Rue the day we meet again.
Yeah, my king will be well pleased to friendship.
Oh, Tyrod.
Yeah. Let's eat the blood of our enemies to friendship.
Oh, before you go, Lord Tyland.
Oh, she said his name
You're
right.
a handsome man, and you have proven your worth and virility. I wish to have children by you.
Oh my god. Oh, she's fantastic.
I want you to fuck my wives
Wait, what?
How many words do you have?
Well, that's a plot twist.
More wine here.
Oh, if I don't think you need any more wine.
Timing a dragon's
God.
thirsty work.
To our new riders.
Look at her little
The three of
epaulets,
you
the
are
dragon
not
heads.
of noble birth, but you have
So
done
cool.
a thing never dreamed of before now. Serve me well, and I will make you knights of the realm.
Ah? What do you think of that, boys? We'll be knights. Just like that.
We will not fail you, my queen.
We must strike while we have the advantage. And end this war. Learn your beasts and your commands. We will fly in 2 days' time.
My God.
What about Vhagar?
She is fearsome, but she is one dragon. The Prince Regent cannot defend against all of us.
I'll take him on myself. Silver Wings a goer she is. We're afraid of nothing. Even if you are.
There will be time enough to see which one of us is a coward.
I don't think Silverwing's gonna last long.
A knight
she would've got a
will
different
comport
rider.
himself
Yeah.
with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight then. Sense of humour do you all good.
Could cut this tension with a knife. Oof.
There is a message from Harrenhal, Your Grace.
Now, is it from Damon or the other guy?
The Castellan, Sir Simon Strong.
Oh.
Damon has raised his army, but Sir Simon fears treachery.
Wait, which one's Sir Simon?
That's Sir Simon Strong, the old guy.
Oh, okay.
He was watching Damon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's not the vibe that I think we got as an audience.
He said he fears treachery.
Yeah.
So, just a warning. That... Uh-oh. What's this now? Oh.
It's normal.
Ooh! What is that now? Or was it there?
When you came here, you were a closed fist. But you've discovered, I think, that this world will not be governed. There are omens here for those who seek them. You do not scoff.
I'm no longer inclined to.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Do you wish, then, to learn what is given to you?
She's gonna, like, show him his future?
Maybe.
With the weirwood tree? Or is he gonna get, like, Bran-like visions when he touches the weirwood tree?
I don't know.
Oh. Oh, that's Daenerys. That Night King looked a little goofy. Like, it didn't look quite right.
Well, a lot of the images are kind of distorted, kind of.
It's all a story. And you're but one part in it. You know your part. You know what you must do.
Okay, that was a lot.
Is he gonna drown? Is that what that?
Is that what you got from it?
I don't know. He was in water at one point. Maybe I'm taking it too literally.
Like, it sounds like maybe he's gonna die for the cause.
Yeah, I mean, she said he would die at Harrenhal, so I don't know.
Come with me.
Now he's trying to take a gentler approach with her.
To Harrenhal. We will lay waste to Damon and his army.
And if I refuse, will you burn me as you did Aegon?
Oh, that's probably the first time that's been said out loud.
I saw it. You burned him, and you let him fall.
What you say is treason.
Aegon will be king again. He sits on a wooden throne. And you You'll be dead. You were swallowed up in the god's eye, and you were never seen again.
I could have you killed.
Well, that's really gonna make her want to go with you.
Change anything.
I feel like she's the only one so far that has like dreams of the future but doesn't try to change anything. Other people that see like find out their future try to Oh no. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Oh my god.
Okay, so this is the back of Rhaenyra's head.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Damon. I thought it was Aemon and Elena. I was like, oh my god.
No, it looks like Rhaenyra.
Yeah, no, now that I saw that, yeah. These soldiers really gotta learn which dragon is which so that they don't have to run in fear whenever they see a dragon.
Or have better scout system.
Yeah.
I feel like a part of me would always want to run anyways, even if I knew it was their own trick.
That's fair.
Like they're in like a bad mood and they crisp up.
Castellan Sir Simon Strong, Your Grace. Well met. Welcome to Harrenhal.
Message gave me much concern.
Yes, I must admit I had reason to fear.
Uh-oh, what's he done? At least now that she has those other dragons, she can travel a little bit more freely because there's someone
to... she can have an entourage,
Well, and someone to leave behind to protect Dragonstone as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of huge. It's like a logistical advantage. I'm watching you. Play nice.
I wasn't expecting you.
I see you have done well here.
They're sworn to me.
Us? You?
And to whom are you sworn?
Decision time.
Filipasma kesu pranon merisa sola armazis soprumi vejume. The realm's only hope is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you.
Is he kneeling? Oh, thank God.
Finally. 10 days of mushroom trips and
I guess more than
some
10 days.
Weird Sherpa psychic lady.
I am meant to serve you, and all of these with me, until death, or the end of our story.
He finally sees that it's bigger than him.
It's not even finally, like he knows stuff that nobody else knows at this point. Like maybe who else has kind of seen these visions? Somehow Viserys kind of knew.
Well, that's like the story of the prince that was promised, right? The Song of Ice and Fire.
Ine arli kridruchas. Separ borolias.
Nuki koston dawor. Silutan.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
I was not sure it was going to turn out this way. I'm going to be honest with you. Sir Simon. In the background.
He's just like, oh, I was wrong. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sue me.
But I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't have said that if she wouldn't have come.
No, I think he's fully committed now.
I don't know.
The guy,
it's hard to tell sometimes.
No, Damon is shook now. Like he is.
Well, good.
He's like, I've seen some shit, man. I just wanted to see a week into the future, not the rest of humanity.
Yeah.
I wish to set out on good terms with my first mate. And the men find you distant. You cannot lead if you do not inspire.
I never asked to lead, as you well know. Forgive me, my lord. I will endeavor to improve myself.
Grow out your hair. Might help.
I am trying to help you.
You want to help me? Is this the help you offer after all these years? Do you know what it was like for us? To grow up fatherless? To be sneered upon as bastards? Never sure of the bread to feed us? Do you know what hunger does to a boy?
These two need therapy.
Yeah.
Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor. I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must.
Oof.
I will decline any offers of help. If I survive this war, I'll continue as I began. Alone.
Didn't see that coming. He rejected Corlys.
I mean, he did say, like, before, he's like, do I have to serve you? And he said, yep. And
yeah, but I thought
he's been forced into all of this.
I thought it was like a Jon Snow type thing where it's like, oh, I couldn't possibly be me, you know, as a ruler.
Guess not.
You know, that's kind of a theme here, right? Sheep stealer?
Oh my god. How's she gonna get it? Oh, they just keep giving us little snippets. It's just killing me. Ugh.
You have done what no one else would dream of. They put the means to victory in your hands.
And yet, to claim it, I must strike. And in striking, I doom thousands to their deaths. I do not believe my father would have wished this.
I mean, he didn't get involved in anything, so...
You must not let the realm fall to those who care for power more than peace. You must prevail.
And who pays the price?
It's interesting because Mysaria is usually the one who's like, think of the small folk first.
Yeah. And she's like,
you
like, have to prevail, like, no matter what.
So maybe she is actually being very, like, doing this for Team Black to win.
I had to see you.
Okay, what is this now?
Who knows?
Nan saved my protector. He laid down his sword at your gate.
Does she have a knife?
I just want to talk.
Why have you come here?
Because I lost my way. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my lover, my son.
The incorruptible queen sullies herself with a lover.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done. I too have desires.
Yes, but you alone made virtue your banner.
And I clung to it. In defiance of you, I think, who so disdained it. I have been alone of late. I walked outside the walls of the city and I felt a weight lifted from me.
How lovely for you.
I thought for the first time what I would choose. The crown will pursue war and victory at any cost. But as for me...
Is she switching sides?
Take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
She just wants to know what her options are.
It's too late. You said it yourself. Blood has been shed. Cities burned. Armies march, and you wish to wash your hands of what you yourself set in motion. Did you come here thinking you would be absolved?
Oh, that's a callback to season 1. She was picking her cuticles and biting her nails.
Even after she herself had slipped from his grasp, it was his love for her that kept him resolute in his choice of her.
And yet you believe he wavered at the end?
Not anymore.
Aemon will soon fly to join Cole in the Riverlands. When he's gone, Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood. You will enter as a conqueror. This senseless war must end.
What of Aegon?
It's quite the proposition.
Yeah, she doesn't trust her, though.
Still, you imagine you can have all you want without paying too high a price. A price I have no choice but to pay.
Is to set things right.
If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. Choose.
An exile wouldn't be enough. It has to be his head.
I think just the thought of him still living would be enough for some people not to support her, maybe.
Is there some way to like strip him of the dragon
and make your sacrifice? A son for a son.
It's already been a son for a son. Or grandson, I guess, but still. I don't know, this kind of feels like Rhaenyra is just... She just doesn't want to take the high road on this.
Okay, so she's agreed, I guess, then.
Let us be done with this. Please. And what do I do with you now?
I mean, what she just offered is pretty bad, though. I mean, I think she still likes Aegon. Like, that's her kid, and...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Rhaenyra's brother.
He's a little bit of a dickhead, but he's just a kid, mostly.
History will paint you a villain. A cold queen. Grasping for power and then defeated.
Let them think what they must.
I think I trust Alicent, but I think something is gonna go wrong.
Yeah, somebody will catch a whiff of it.
Yeah.
This also feels pretty dark for her. I don't know if things are gonna go well for her in this show.
For Alicent?
Yeah. Do they have fireproof suits? Have they ever mentioned that?
No.
Like,
it's like not a thing.
No, it actually is. Even the ancient Greeks used asbestos, which is fireproof, as like certain like armor in certain situations. Or
well, I don't know. I don't know if they have asbestos.
If you or your loved one has been exposed to asbestos.
I mean, I think Valyrian steel is the closest. Like Valyrian steel doesn't melt.
But you can still get boiled in it. But does it get hot?
Yeah, like Aegon still, like his skin still like was burned under it, but it didn't like melt to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But there's really not a lot of that left.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, the Starks!
Finally! The Greybeards.
Is there actually going to be a fight at the end of this episode?
Just Lannisters?
Yeah. Or are they going to make us wait till next season? I can't tell.
This episode's already been pretty long.
I know.
I don't think
that's why I'm like, are they just gonna like leave us like on a
Reigns of Castamere?
Oh yeah, a huge like cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Riverlands. Alicent walking away like she sold her soul to the devil.
Well, she did.
Tyrone Lannister. And his new freaky pirate friend.
Oh, he's got armor now.
He's a bit of a wild card. I don't know.
I think he will do his duty.
Yeah, like he's honorable, but I mean, he's just barely invested in this war. You know what I mean? Like from like a...
Yeah, he just wants to survive.
From like an ideological... It's not even survival. I think it's like you said. We only get 10 seconds at a time.
Oh my god, I'm so frustrated!
Wait,
oh my god, it's Otto!
Is he a prisoner?
Who's got him?
Well, that's a new revelation.
Well, we knew they weren't hearing from him, but... Ooh, they are running away. Okay.
So that actually is better for Alicent.
Yeah.
If he just stays away.
Yeah, but she also can't necessarily deliver what she promised, so...
Right. I guess then there would be, what does Rhaenyra do if she finds that Aegon is gone?
Yeah.
Does she punish her and Helena for it.
Oh!
Wow, what a finale. I don't think Game of Thrones ever had so many different like plots completely left hanging at once. You know what I mean? Usually there was like one or two big things that are like a suspense for the next season, but there's so many little things. Like Otto was just revealed. The new deal between Alicent and Rhaenyra.
I thought there would be like something this episode.
Sheep Stealer and is it Bela?
I think I'm disappointed.
I'm not. I enjoyed that.
It was just like I thought that there had to be something this episode because I felt like, yeah, last episode like we got the new Dragon Riders, but it still felt like a really like a build up,
right?
And it didn't feel like the typical like penultimate episode. So I thought, okay, this episode something really big has to happen.
Right. So I blame the second last episode for that, and I don't hold judgment for this last episode.
Okay.
Because this last episode was what a last episode probably should be. It's just that this episode 7 kind of failed. At least that's my opinion on it.
Maybe. I don't know. Also, I don't know, that Night King looked really janky. I have to go back and look at it, but it just like, it kind of looked like a Halloween mask. Like, at least use some B-roll from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck was that? It was so weird.
Yeah, so many loose ends though, eh?
So many loose ends.
Yeah.
So like...
At least we know this storyline is complete.
Who's that?
Well, I just mean the whole like novel. It's just like one book, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we're not going to be like...
No, there won't be any show without book to back it up. Mind you, like, from what I've heard, that this is based on very little writing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that they've had to fill in.
Yeah. And
but like, come on, like they couldn't even, Bela couldn't even have gotten her dragon. Like, seriously?
Well,
she was ridiculous.
She might not. You're assuming.
I know, like, no, I know. Like, maybe, but like, just end that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe.
Like, one tide, they should have closed one
thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the suspense. Again, I put way more...
I like suspense if I don't have to wait 2 flipping years, though. Like,
I just put way more blame on episode 7 being a bit of a dud.
But it wasn't a dud. It was a good episode.
But I mean, like you said, like the penultimate has like a specific flow that we kind of expect.
Yeah.
Which may have been screwed up by the fact that it's only 8 episodes, which, I mean, maybe that's a critique on its own. There wasn't enough time to like have a normal season build that we kind of expect.
Yeah. What would you rate it?
Again, in isolation.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily total isolation, but like.
Like, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Like, I would almost give it a 5, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, but in the context of the rest of the season, maybe a little bit less. Just because the problems of the flow of the last few episodes. Yeah. I
feel like
And also that's only because you won't let me do like 4.7 mugs.
No. You can do 4.5.
Yeah, I don't know. It's somewhere in there. Maybe 4.5.
Just pick a number.
You go ahead, give your rating.
I'm giving it a 3.5.
Wow. Big gap.
I am disappointed. With the ending. It did, like, just with how much of a slow burn this entire season was, I thought they have to give us something else at the end. And I was expecting it, and I'm feeling like it was lacking.
Right.
So, like, episode 4 was, like, obviously, like, huge, amazing. Last episode was really good. Like, we got the dragons, but it was still very much a build-up.
Right.
And there, like you said, there was just nothing really resolved in this episode.
Right.
This was all just more setup for next season.
Keep in mind, season 3 and 4 just could be fighting for 2 straight seasons.
But they won't be.
And
they won't be,
If they are, though, you'll be thankful for the build-up, because like when you rewatch this, it'll have a nice flow to it.
No, it won't.
It just is terrible because of the 2 years gap.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a specific comment on Damon and these like visions, and who else had a vision recently? It's like these Helena visions and stuff.
Yeah, Helena's been having like dragon dreams,
but she
all
specifically
the way through.
Told somebody their fate, which was Aemond.
Yeah.
So, in Game of Thrones, they really tried to use this, like, people get visions, like, specifically Bran.
Mm-hmm.
And that was some of the most disappointing endings, right? Where people were like, he got all this information, he had this greater purpose, and it kind of felt a little flat at the end, where it's like, oh, like, his purpose wasn't even that much. Like, it wasn't that significant in the end.
Right.
And I'm just hoping that they've kind of like learned from that a little bit, or maybe because I got good like emotional vibes from like these depictions this time.
Right.
Like I liked Damon's kind of like progression and character change.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope it doesn't fall flat, because sometimes it's kind of just like a writing choice that can be used improperly. I don't know.
I mean, like, we know this isn't going to have a happy ending.
Well, somebody's going to win. I mean, a lot of people are probably going to die, but...
Somebody's going to win, but we know that when Daenerys comes around, there haven't been dragons in the world for hundreds of years.
Well, how many years are between this and Daenerys, though?
Like, 200 and something. So, like, I feel like by the end of this war, there won't be any dragons left.
None?
Yeah.
But no, I thought like during like the histories and lore, it was like the dragons kind of diminished in size, and that was the real way that they kind of disappeared.
Yeah, like the last dragon is really small. Okay, fair enough. But so that means like, but all the big dragons will likely perish.
The older ones?
Yeah.
Probably.
Right? Like, we just, like, I mean...
Yeah.
I feel like Daemon is not going to make it. I think Alice Rivers' prediction is going to come true.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he kind of saw that in this vision, in this episode as well. And he also saw that it's like, this is all bigger than just him as well.
I think more than the dragons, I think probably the dragons too, but more than the dragons, like the Targaryen and even Velaryon bloodline is going to be significantly narrowed.
Yeah.
Like there won't even be an opportunity for this kind of battle in the future, because there'll be like basically one line left, essentially.
And who do you think that will be?
I don't know. It's hard because I'm trying to go for like these predictions, but I feel like it's going to be Rhaenyra's bloodline.
Okay.
Maybe not her. I don't know if she's going to live through this, but
yeah.
Keep in mind, we don't know what happens. There could be another time jump for all we know.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know if it's likely, but it's possible. That would be a pretty crazy twist, eh? For like one of the seasons, maybe even next season or the season after that was
excellent. I feel like they won't do that, though. Yeah. I feel like they won't do that. Oh, write your predictions down below. But only if you haven't read the book.
That's a risky proposition.
No, but only if you have not read the book.
Mm-hmm.
If you've read the book, zip it. Because I'm curious to know what people that only have the same information as us are thinking. I also think like I now want to. I mean, I do want to go back and like rewatch them all again. And maybe I will feel differently watching them all like back to back, potentially. Like, and rewatches, you always get more out of them as well. Mm-hmm. But just on face value, I just really thought there was going to be more this episode with what a slow burn this whole season has been.
Yeah, you might get like satisfied maybe by rewatching it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, I'm sure we're going to hear about it, but I was going to ask what you guys thought of the episode. People were going to obviously let us know.
Yeah, let us know, like, how many mugs would you have rated this episode?
I didn't read any of the Discord chat, but I could see it was popping after this episode aired.
Yeah, we're watching this a little bit late, and so we were avoiding all spoilers, but now we're going to go
read the comments.
On Discord, and see what you guys had to say there. But yeah, comment down below as well. All right, well, I guess we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we won't see you in real time for a little while.
Yeah. Back to your regular programming.
Back to Game of Thrones.
With Ashley and Lindsay.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to catch up soon, and then they can watch House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
So
maybe we'll throw in some movies here and there.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be posting on Patreon to see what people want us to watch. So keep your eyes peeled on the Patreon. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for watching with us.
See you later.
Hi everyone!
Hi!
We'd like to take a quick second to thank all our Patreon subscribers listed here.
Yeah. Right there.
I'm there. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you.